Fireworks are a 4th of July tradition, but for many people living with PTSD, instead of celebration, they can spark fear and anxiety.
I would say for a lot of people, it's not visible. Rapid heartbeat, you can feel a certain way just in your entire body, your muscles, your joints, everything gets more tense.
Jackson Johnson is an active duty Marine in the Wounded Warrior Battalion. He lives with PTSD symptoms and says fireworks can be a trigger. Despite that, the holiday is still his favorite, which is why he plans ahead.
For me, what helps is being in a place where I know it's coming with friends or people that I know, just as a way of like grounding and knowing I'm around trusted individuals.
Jackson is currently working with Freedom Dogs, an Oceanside nonprofit that pairs wounded service members with specially trained service dogs. Development Director Megan Oxford says Jackson's experience is common, and for some, preparing for the holiday means getting far away from the noise.
One of our Vietnam veterans, him, his wife, his service dog, and 5 kittens that they are raising right now. They are out in the desert, just somewhere where they can escape and kind of have some peace and quiet during a time of the year that he knows is pretty triggering.
A 2025 study from PTSD UK found that 94% of people with PTSD experienced a negative impact from fireworks, and more than 95% said the unpredictability was the hardest part to manage. More than 1 in 4 reported seeking medical help because of firework-related symptoms. Experts say it's not just military members. Anyone living with PTSD can be affected by loud, sudden sounds or large crowds.
PTSD can be diagnosed if someone has any threat or exposure to death, sexual violence, serious injury, or any really traumatic experience.
Shanae Ball is a veteran and the regional clinic director at the Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic at VVST, which provides mental health care for service members, veterans, and their families. She says Jackson is doing exactly what they recommend because when it comes to coping with triggers, preparation is key.
Know when the fireworks are expected to go off. Prepare yourself to be with people that you love and care about so that you have a support network. Eat well, sleep well, start journaling about it. Try to limit your alcohol intake as well.
So it's not, as I said in this story, it's not like their advice is, lock yourself in a room.
Right.
Just like the Marine I spoke with, he says this is his favorite holiday. He loves the fireworks, but you just need to make plans ahead of time, know what your symptoms will be and what triggers them, and learn how to cope. And I think it's really good advice that they gave there.
Be mindful and control your environment as much as you can in that situation, it sounds like.
Exactly. I mean, we talk a lot about your pets and their safety because they run off during fireworks. And I don't feel as though we hear about this part of it as often as we do with pets. So I think it's really good to get the word out and make sure that everyone enjoys the 4th of July.
Support your friends who are going through it, too.
Exactly.